Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at North.
Good evening and welcome to North Dekalb Stadium, just overlooking the beautiful north side of Dekalb County. Hello, everybody. I'm Anthony Barber, and I'll be your voice for this evening's action as the Dunwoody Wildcats take on the Tucker Tigers.
Yes, we're here at the North Dekalb Stadium as our Tucker Tigers take on the Dunwoody Wildcats in a matchup that is sure to please all. As most know, both teams run the same defense. It's going to be a beautiful night here in DeKalb County, and there's a great crowd out, and we're very excited to be here as we try to break yet another record with 19 straight victories. Dunwoody's going to be thirsty and hungry to get a victory this season, as they are still just 0-3, as we are 3-0, and we are trying to maybe do another undefeated season.
Yes, I agree.
As we wait for our lovely cheerleaders of Tucker High School to get ready to send out our Warriors on the field. We are excited and waiting. We are looking at another additional 8 minutes before kickoff. If you're looking for something to do tonight, I would definitely recommend come on out to North Dekalb Stadium, as for $7 you're going to see a very, very good game with two great rivals. Some of the things we have in common: we both have a paw print. Obviously, they're the Wildcats, and we are the Tucker Tigers, obviously. And we are streaming this game tonight live on YouTube. If you go to the GHSA channel or the Play On channel on YouTube, you can also watch us at ghsa.tv/Tucker. And that is our portal. If you have problems finding that, you can always do a search for Tucker High School on Google and go to our school webpage, and on the left-hand corner you will see a big T with a T and a V. That is for Tiger TV, and we are bringing this through all those wonderful channels live to you tonight. The coaches are definitely getting their guys ready. They've been practicing hard, and we've been very blessed to have wonderful weather all week long. So I'm sure both teams had great practices. This is one of the three stadiums in DeKalb County that actually has real grass. The other two have artificial. So tonight we're going to do a little throwback competition on good old solid grass. They're getting ready to announce the officiating crew. And I will say that our band sounds exquisite tonight, as they give us some wonderful tunes. Hopefully we're picking them up here on the mic, if you're hearing a little bit of ambient sound in the background. I'm sitting here next to my analyst, Devin Freeman. He's going to be helping me out tonight as we deliver another live performance, and I'm here helping you out. This is Coach Knox, and please bear with me. This is my first time ever doing such a thing, so I am learning as we go.
Same
now,
here.
Devin here is a seasoned veteran of 0 games under his belt, as well as I have 0 games under my belt. So our crew has been working very hard all week to make sure we have everything up and running, and we are going to go live. We are live, and we are going to bring the game now. Within 5 minutes, we will be doing kickoff. I can already see the cameras flashing across the stadium. People are excited, and it is actually I'm excited. Are you excited, Devin?
I'm very excited. As you see, they have the exquisite banners out. You have the cheerleaders getting ready, and this is going to be a very good game. Although Dunwoody is 0-3, I still think since this might not be a playoff season for them, they're very hungry and they have nothing to lose. So I think they're going to come out swinging against Tucker.
Well, one thing you never want to do when you're in a situation like this is ever look past an opponent.
Never.
And us being 3-0, I pray that every game is serious, but you never know. Things happen. Look at University of Pittsburgh and Youngstown State.
Yeah.
And then the next week they beat Virginia Tech. So obviously there was a situation where they thought it was an automatic win, but there are no automatic wins ever. So everything you need to work for on the field and in the classroom.
I totally agree. Just as they say in NFL, any given Sunday.
I agree.
No matter what team you play. That's just how the Arizona Cardinals beat the New England Patriots. So you never know, any given Sunday.
Yeah, that actually messed me up on my football poll. And I also was very upset last night. I was 3 minutes late in picking my picks for the Giants and Carolina game. But I was going to pick Cam Newton anyway. I thought that this is going to be his year. But it seems like there's a little more growing up to do right there at the quarterback position. I hope it's not the sophomore slump, but you never know. We won't be able to tell that until probably the third or fourth game. So here we are. Our players are now starting to go on the field here at North Dekalb Stadium. I was supposed to be sitting here next to David DaCosta, one of our elite members of our staff here at Tucker High School, but I hope he's on his way, and I grant him good Godspeed as he drives over here safely. Our captains are now walking. We have number 75 walking out, and that is Alexander Hayes, or just Alex Hayes. He also plays on the golf team. We have number 55 walking out, and number 11, Corey Hunter, as they walk onto the field, and also number 4. So I will be calling out the seniors because the roster I have in front of me are only the seniors tonight, unless my rosters do arrive here with Mr. David DaCosta.
And you're also going to get the returning starters. You're not just going to get seniors on there, so you're also going to get returning starters.
That is true. So I'm trying to figure out who number 4 is and who number 55 is, but we will give a shout-out for the numbers. We may not have all the names correct, but we will definitely call the numbers correct tonight. Now, this is the first inaugural year for Brian Lamar, Coach Lamar, who graduated from University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, an excellent school, not too far from here, Atlanta, Georgia. And then also we are blessed to have our captain of the school, James Jackson.
Wonderful principal. Excellent
principal, as we also have some other staff members as far as coaches are concerned. We have Coach Malone. He's the offensive coordinator. We have the quarterbacks coach, John Rich. We also have the tackles. He does offense and tackles. We have Robbie Gilbert, offensive line. We have guards. He does offensive line, guards, and centers. We have Terry Jones doing the wide receivers, working on the wide receivers. We have Bruce Adrian, the defensive line, and Eric Thurston, the linebackers coach. Corey Robinson, the defensive backs. And for the cornerbacks and free safeties, we have Eric Miller with the ponies and Roderick Russell with the running backs. Now, when we speak of ponies, we're talking about the defense that we run, which is the 3-5-3. We have 3 down linemen. Oh, here they come. Here they come on the field, and here we are. Excellent. Good time. We are less than a minute away from kickoff, and the excitement is in the air. I love the smoke, and then the cheerleaders are hurrying around the field to pick up all the pieces of the sign. I mean, those Tucker Tigers just tore through that sign. What do you think, Devin?
I think they just pummeled through it, and I think that's how they're going to pummel through the Dunwoody Wildcats.
Oh, I have a feeling that's going to be a common theme tonight as we get ready to take on the Wildcats. And slowly, we are waiting for Mr. David DaCosta as he walks in, and he's slowly finding his position. They're just for a short prayer, and now here comes the opponent, Dunwoody Wildcats, as they enter the field. They have a flag with a paw print on it, and not much going on. They're going over to the coach and getting a few good words, final last words. So for number 11, we have Samari Bates, and number 55 for the captains is someone, number 55. We don't have his name. Hopefully we'll get that back to you later. Oh, I love seeing our cheerleaders huddle up as they get their game plan for tonight. All right, getting their cheers in order. Oh, there they go. They're excited. I see the JV in black and the varsity in maroon and gold. Miss Hammond does an excellent job with our cheerleaders. Well, a lot of them have their helmets on, getting ready. Final words. Looks like 46 is a little excited. He's a little animated. And okay, looks like we are going to receive. Dunwoody's getting ready to kick off at the 40. We got our two backmen. We have number 2, Dominic Sanders, and
number 2 is Yusuf Minor. Number 5 is Dominic Sanders. Number 49
is Yusuf.
And he kicks it down to the 20 where it goes out of bounds and will be flagged for a penalty. Dunwoody will be flagged for a penalty. The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. That's where the Tucker Tigers will start. Once again, coming to you live from North Dekalb County Stadium here on the campus of Chamblee High School in Chamblee, Georgia. It's the Tucker High School Tigers versus the Dunwoody Wildcats,
which is currently under a little bit of construction, as you can see. So if you're planning on coming out, come out now because parking is very limited. Okay, here comes our Tucker Tigers on the field.
They're led by senior quarterback Joanne Williams. And starting the backfield with Juwan, the return of Yusuf Minor, Dallas Rivers, and it's fakes the handoff. Looks to pass. It's Williams, has a receiver wide open, overthrows him. Just a little long on that pass that time. He had the receiver open, Robert.
Yes, he did. But it's just a little bit too much on it. And, usually in the beginning of these games, you get excited and you usually have a tendency to put a little too much on the ball. And I think that's what we saw there at that moment.
A lot of time the Tigers are known for running the ball, so it's run. Normally
that was true. I think they were trying to make sure the defense understands that this is not going to be a strictly run game, and we're all going to throw a little bit of pass play in here.
They tried to catch the Wildcats. It's a keeper by the quarterback. The wrong one goes around left side. He's able to get 10 yards to the 50.
Oh, yes.
He cuts back. He loses yards.
Cuts back again.
But can he get the corner again?
And
here's a crackback block. Juwan Williams still to the 40. Turns the corner 45. We got some flags on the play and still going is Juwan Williams. And Williams finally brought down at the 50-yard line. A vicious crackback block delivered by a Tucker Tiger, and the injured player is still on the field.
Wait a minute, Coach. We have somebody down. Seems like there's a Dunwoody Wildcat down on the field.
As the medical crew attends to the Dunwoody player that's on the field.
It seems like we have
number 80. He just popped
Smith.
Up.
He just popped up?
He just got up. Let's give him a hand for Ulysses.
Maybe he had a stinger right there for a moment.
It was a crackback block, and it's going to be Tucker Tigers will be penalized for that. And the referees will march off 15 yards, or more like 10 yards, so it may be a holding call.
That's sad because that was a really good run.
But it appeared Williams had the first down. Then he ran 10 yards back in the opposite direction and then ran another 15 yards. Amazing. He ran about 60 yards that time to get a -5.
Well, sometimes playmakers want to get the most out of the play. And sometimes it's better just to fall down.
Looks like 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. Ball is just at the 32-yard line. Hands off to Dallas Rivers. Rivers is stacked up. Still on his feet. Still going. Rivers breaks through the tackle up the middle now and able to gain about 13 yards. What tough running that time by Dallas Rivers.
That's just lowering your head and going for the following your blockers.
Nice run that time. Rivers able. I mean, these arm tacklers are not going to pull down Rivers. That big back, Dallas Rivers, about 6'1.5", about 200 and something pounds. Very lightning fast for his size.
It doesn't hurt that he has a 3.7 GPA as well.
This brings up a 3rd and 1 for the Tigers, and apparently there's a Tucker calls timeout, and that gives us a chance that time. What were you talking about, Dallas Rivers?
Oh, I'm saying, besides excelling on the football field, he also excels in the classroom here at Tucker High School with 3.7 GPA.
Wow, that's fantastic. I know the head coach for the University of Alabama, Nick Saban, came personally to visit him last year at Tucker High School, so he's a very heavily recruited player.
That is true. We have a tradition of having a lot of student athletes leave Tucker High School and go on full scholarships to a lot of Division I schools. I foresee that we'll probably sign another 8 or 10 this year as well as our seniors leave us.
Okay, it's a 3rd down and 1 yard to go. Ball is on the 44-yard line of the Tucker Tigers. 10 minutes, 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Tigers with an important down and distance right here. Will they be able to convert this 3rd down opportunity?
Third downs are always crucial, whether it's 1 yard, 4 yards. Here we're getting ready to play. Here we go.
Williams surveys the field, see what kind of defense it is, and able to hand off. And gun through the middle it looks like that was looked like Yusuf Minor that time. Check that. No, that's actually Joseph. That is Joseph Farrar for the Tigers. Joseph Farrar, interesting. Joseph Farrar was a student at Dunwoody High School last year and played for the Wildcats before moving into Tucker's district.
Interesting. Well, it's a very nice place to live at Tucker. We just got done redoing the whole downtown area.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 51-yard line. Handoff this time, Yusuf Minor. Around the corner, look at him go. Look at him go. He could go all the way. He's to the 10 to 15. And touchdown, Tucker Tigers. Wow, what a turn of speed that was.
Nice run. I mean, he just turned on the jets and he was gone for the last 40 yards.
It appeared the defenders had the angle on Mr. Minor.
Yeah, they had the angle, but not the speed, Coach.
Wow. Look at him go. And it's now 6-0 Tigers, 9 minutes, 59 seconds to go. Tigers set up for the point after touchdown, or points after touchdown. A lot of times they like to go for 2 points in this situation. You'll see them in this odd formation in which the entire offensive line is off to the left there, with only 2 people that look like they're blocking. They're picking up the flag. Apparently it was a flag thrown, but it was picked up.
I think it was an unintentional flag.
And the referee waved it off. Late substitutes for the Tiger. Number 11 runs on. That's Corey Hunter. But now the Tigers in a more traditional point after touchdown attempt. Stephen Duffy comes in, number 49. Kick is up, and
no, I don't think he made
good.
It. Nope. A little low. Had to get a little more foot into it, a little more.
It was low and wide.
It was a bad angle. He had the distance, but just need a little bit more.
They're discussing it now. I don't know what happened, but it's unfortunate. Now the Tigers will have to kick off.
Sometimes 80% of it is a hold, Coach.
Yeah, a lot of times that is. We'll have to check and see. Interesting, the holder is the starting quarterback, Juwan Williams.
I'm sure he'll make up for it later on in the game. We have a lot of game ahead of us. We did score with only 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes.
It's 79 degrees local temperature here. Beautiful night for football in the state of Georgia. You have one of the top-ranked teams, actually number 2 ranked team in 5A. The Tucker Tigers are ranked number 2 according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution poll, but they also ranked number 4 overall in all classifications in the AJC poll.
Oh, nice. It's always good to get good press. I mean, I'm sure we're actually really used to that, though.
All right. Interesting. We have a new kickoff guy for the Tigers. The normal kickoff guy went on a recruiting visit, so we have Neon Korlar is the place kicker, and he comes up to the line. And this is his first time ever kicking off, so it's a little bit of confusion. He's not sure. He doesn't understand he has to wait for the whistle. Now he sets his guys off, and here he goes. The kickoff, ball's off. Kicked all the way down to the 15.
Not too bad.
He's taken by number 4, and he's immediately.
Oh, he's tattooed.
He's knocked out at the 27-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will take over their first offensive possession. The Tigers were able to score.
It seems like a lot of our special teams players also play defense. They're good. They're still staying out there.
Well, a lot of Tigers are two-way players. Some are three-way players. They
That's
play
true.
offense, defense, as well as the special team. Now let's see what kind of offense. Normally they'll come out. They have a multiple sets. I'm understanding.
Yes, they do. They like to. They like to come out of the eye. They also like to run the triple option, and sometimes they like to do a split back.
Well, right now they're in the spread offense right
They're
now.
in the spread, yes.
Tucker saw a lot of this last week in their 39-20 victory over Arabian Mountain last time. And watch out. I think that was looked like Dominic Sanders.
Sanders, yes.
Tried to deliver a hit that time. It's a good thing that guy didn't catch that ball. He would have.
It was very good that he got down when he did.
Second down, 10 yards to go for Dunwoody. Ball's at their own 27-yard line. They came out in the spread offense that time. Tigers had good coverage.
Just like we gave a different look, they are also given a different game plan. You don't want to be the same every week, right, Coach?
This time, this is a look that normally Tucker features.
Ooh.
And he gets them to jump off. And apparently, they're going to have to get used to this quarterback's cadence because number 70 for the Tigers was the person that jumped off sides. And that, of course, big number 70 is Elijah Shaw. Elijah Shaw is the one that jumped off. Tigers giving up 5 yards that time. And
That was an easy 5. So 2nd and 5. Ball on the 27.
all right, 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Once again, it's inside handoff, and the quarterback keeper. He's up to the 40 and gets a first down that time. Good fake that time. He's able to rumble for 6 yards.
Oh, Coach, we got someone down. We got a Tiger down.
The player we were just talking about, Coach. That looked like big number 7, Elijah Shaw. Looked might be one of those cutback blocks.
I'm not quite sure. There was a lot of bodies being flown around over there when that happened. You never want to take any injury lightly.
A team like Dunwoody is hard to prepare for because they have so many looks offensively. They came out in the spread and then they went into the option, and the quarterback had a really good fake as he caused the Tigers to go for the running back. He faked the handoff and kept it, was able to rumble for 6 yards in the first down. Elijah Shaw is still injured on the field.
Yes.
That's Dr. Mason, the team physician, who's out to attend him, along with Coach Rich, who is the defensive offensive line coach.
So this brings up a good point. Here we are at Tucker. Here we are broadcasting live through GHSA.TV, also live on YouTube. But we also have a portal, which is GHSA.TV/Tucker. And we're interested in, if you're ever interested, you have a local business in the Tucker area or in Dekalb County, and you would like to, he's getting up. Everything's good. And the crowd, yes.
Elijah Shaw gets to his feet. If you want to support Tucker Tiger football as well as all the sports at Tucker High School, please look into buying airtime.
If you go to our portal, which is GHSA.TV/Tucker, you'll see there is a phone number there, and if you call that phone number, we would love to send you out some white papers and some pricing for banner ads or commercial space during halftime here at our games, and we will sell our packages for, we're getting ready to play. Here comes the action again.
All right, 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. Up on the quarterback, it's the option quarter, and he hands it off. It's immediately tackled. It looked like it may have been a
ball. Looks like the ball came loose, Coach.
It may have been a fumble. I saw the referee throw his marker. And I think it was just a marker. It was not a penalty. It was just a marker, which normally indicates that the ball has come loose.
Yes. So it looks like they recovered, obviously.
It's interesting turn of events. The starting quarterback normally is the senior, number 16, Ryan Gaines. But they've chosen to go with the 10th grader, number 9, Matthew Nathan this time. He's more the option quarterback than the throwing quarterback.
No pun intended.
2nd and 10. It's a pitch this time.
Pitch.
And
Ooh.
going nowhere. He may have gained 1 yard that time.
Maybe because they're going with that 10th grader, maybe they're thinking about running a Wildcat, Coach.
That was number 4, Jalen Mosley with the carry. Nice pitch out that time by the Tiger defense. Too fast and too quick to the ball for no gain. Little to no gain.
3rd and 11 for the Wildcats.
A lot of beautiful people here in the stands tonight. Tiger TV. Ball's handoff, looking to go to pass. He throws it up. And
nobody home.
Incomplete pass.
Complete from quarterback Matthew Nathan.
Incomplete pass that time. Incomplete pass will bring up a 4th down and a punting unit for the Dunwoody Wildcats. Fourth down, 11 yards to go. Back to receive for is Joseph Farrar and Dominic Sanders for the Tigers. Ball's just shy of Dunwoody's 40-yard line.
Looks like we have
seconds.
Who's in the backfield, Coach? Who's getting ready to receive this punt?
Joseph Farrar and Dominic Sanders are back to receive for the Tigers.
Here we go. Oh,
it's a very short punt.
Not a good kick.
Not a good. That's
and
it falls at right about the 46-yard line of the Tigers, and the Tigers will take over their second possession right there. You're listening to Play on Sports broadcast of Tucker High School Tiger football. We're part of the GHSA.TV network. I'm Dave DeCosta along with Robert Knox, and we're bringing you all the action from the night's ball game on a beautiful night for football here at North Dekalb Stadium. Tigers now led back out on the field by number 1 senior quarterback Juwan Williams. Juwan, interestingly enough, in a couple of weeks is going to take a trip to recruiting trip visit to Oregon. The Oregon Ducks are recruiting Juwan.
Nice uniforms.
Yes,
I love the partnership with Nike and Oregon.
It's always interesting. It's Yusuf Minor now goes around left side. Look at him go again.
Oh, there he goes again.
Time upfield. Wonderful block by the wide receiver. Amin. And touchdown Tiger. That's 2 touches for Yusuf Minor and 2 touchdowns.
That's why special teams are so important, Coach. That's why that punt, which led to that score, was crucial. You need to have good special teams. A short punt like that can usually send you another 7 points down. So let's see. Or
talk about
as we bring out our extra point crew.
Once again, they'll survey the defense and decide which to go for. I think they'll try to make up that extra point by going for the 2-point try.
They might try that. I'm having a strong feeling they might try that 2-point conversion.
Well, now I guess they're back to lineup traditional because here's Stephen Duffy with Juwan Williams, the holder.
And he is a lefty. Left kicker.
And a penalty flag has been thrown with delay of game call against the Tigers.
Well, you got to always watch the clock, and they're
going to back them up 5 yards, Coach.
I blame the long snapper on that.
That was a fantastic run that time for touchdown by Yusuf Minor, but I must give full marks to number 19 wide receiver Kasim Aminu, who held his block.
He held his block, and he didn't hold him. He didn't grab jersey. He definitely was in good position,
which was able to spring Minor for the touchdown. This time the kick is up.
Excellent.
And it's good. Whatever problems they have.
That really helps with your confidence after you've missed one earlier. I'm glad the coaches didn't decide to go for 2 and actually gave Duffy another shot at that.
Yeah, it's a lot of times, Duffy, you want to build a kicker's confidence in that time with the kicker holder and the snapper. It's such a symbiotic relationship between those 3 players, the snapper, the holder, and the kicker. Because you never know in what game you may need them late in the game to win a game for you.
There are many of times a game can come down to a kick, and it's very crucial to have that great relationship.
I remember last year we had in the semifinal game against Northside Warner Robins. after Tucker was able to score, it was Stephen Duffy who scored the winning kick point after touchdown to make it 17-16, and that was the final score. So he was able to convert that one. It was a good try.
Also, when I think about that game, I always think about Justin Rivers.
All right, the Tigers now look ready to kick the ball off. Neon Korlar, the first-year kicker for the Tigers. He's so new, his number's not elusive. He's number 90. Let's see, he kicked it down last time. And his second kick is a much better kick. He
nice kick. Nice
drives
kick.
the receiver all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's where it starts. He's to the 15, the 20. He's unable to get around the corner. He's brought down at the 21.5-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats will take over. Dunwoody will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
I'm trying to think about what type of look they're going to give us this time. I mean, they've given us several looks. The spread, then they came out with the option. I have a feeling that they're going to come back out and just go back into their eye.
Well, good news for the Tucker Tigers. Big number 70, Elijah Shaw, is back out there.
Offense.
That was a player that was injured earlier in the game.
It's good to see when a kid comes back in the game and doesn't miss much time. You definitely never want to lose one of your starters.
Never want to lose. Let's see the quarterback. It is number 9 again for Dunwoody Wildcats, and that is the
sophomore.
Grade. Yes, Matthew Nathan. Nathan on the center. He got 3 backs in there. He hands it off, and he's immediately tackling it back for a loss that time. Wow.
So it looks like that formation they had was...
Well, that's called the dive option. It's normally run by Marist Academy. You see Marist runs that kind of...
Maybe they're taking a page from Marist.
That's that triple option. You don't know who has it. You have 3 backs in the backfield, and the quarterback gives it this, fakes this one, fake this one. You never know who has it. And sometimes he fakes 3 times and then chucks it down the field for a pass. Now they're back into what it looks like Tucker's offense.
Yes, it does. Oh, we got a man in motion number 4.
Oh, wow. He's tackled immediately and sacked. Quarterback didn't even get a chance. That looked like a big linebacker for the Tigers that time, able to run across field and able to get a sack that time. Tigers are marching the Wildcats in the opposite direction, Coach.
Loss of yardage on the play, 3rd and 13 for the Wildcats.
Got Dunwody's bringing the substitution in, or actually bringing the play in. Quarterback's bringing the play in. They're breaking huddle.
Number 9 on the center.
They're lining.
3rd down. It's about 14 yards to go for the first down for the Wildcats. In motion number 4. It's a handoff to number 4. He's quickly brought down. And wow.
Looks like he slipped on that play, Coach. You know, with this natural grass.
You'll slip too if big number 70 put a paw on you.
Yes, he did reach his hand out, and we do call it a paw here at Tucker.
Yeah.
But I would say, our team really is not used to playing on natural grass as often as, well, they do practice on natural grass.
Yeah.
But sometimes that could have a little, different in the footing.
Wonderful defensive play that time by big Elijah Shaw. Had to put them paws on him. Back to punt for the Wildcats and receive is Joseph Farrar and Dominic Sanders receiving.
I think Sanders is going to get it again. Oh,
it's another short kick, but it takes a Dunwoody bounce. Sanders picks it up and look, get him go right down the middle. 1 man to beat, and he cuts it back in the side, and it's nothing but pay dirt.
Looks like another one.
Touchdown.
Looks like another one.
Touchdown, Dominic Sanders. This is getting easy.
I would never say easy. It's just skill. At the end of the day, it's hard work.
A couple things happened that time. It was a short kick, but it took a Dunwoody bounce, but it bounced so perfect for Sanders, able to grab that and just take it, make one cut back, and was all the way for the touchdown.
He did handle that bounce very well because you never know with a bounce like that which way it's going to go, especially on natural grass.
Look at Tucker now. They're going to go for the 2-point opportunity. Wide open is
Rivers wide open.
Touchdown to the big
extra 2-point conversion successful.
That was to John Brooks with that reception. Check that. John Brooks, 46, received that from.
Oh, nice. He's only a sophomore, so we have him for 2 more years. Unlike the college level, he's not going to leave early.
That was not Chauncey that time. That was John Brooks.
5'11", 170. I'm sure he'll going to put a lot more weight on before he leaves. He's got 2 more years. And we do an excellent job of weight training our players on and off season. Really, these players are preparing year-long for these games.
was a tough game last week for the Tigers. Their 39-20 victory over Arabian Mountain. Tough game from the standpoint that they had a lot of injuries.
It was a very physical good game, and Arabian Mountain surprised us early on. A lot of the Tucker fans were shocked, but eventually, as all good teams do, they find a way to win.
Back deep to receive, number 6, Aaron Alexander with Niankor Karlar set for the kickoff for the Tigers. And here it is. Once again, he drives it deep, this time back to the 5-yard line. Alexander takes it, breaks one tackle, but is quickly swarmed by a host of Tucker Tigers. And that's where the Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. 6 minutes, 1 second to go in their first quarter. Tucker Tigers on top, 21-0, and pretty much the way everyone thought it would go so far in this first quarter.
Yeah, there hasn't been many penalties. There was a few flags in the beginning, but these last couple, this first quarter has been pretty clean. Let's hope it keeps up that way.
The Tigers ran 2 plays and 2 touchdowns. And amazing. We see Coach Hartree's joined us.
Yes, Coach Hartree
Hartree's joined us. Coach Hartree's
Let's
joined us.
See if Coach Hartree has anything to say about the Tucker Tigers and his long tradition.
Coach Hartree should wave to the fans there.
Here is our Coach Hartree, our head basketball coach. Here he is with us. Please have a seat, sir. Would you like to say anything to the Tucker fans out there?
Inside handoff, but doesn't fool the Tiger defense.
Let's wait for a second here on this play.
Number 14 that time, Austin Benton read that play, sniffed that one out, was able to make the tackle for a loss in the backfield.
Here is our Coach Hartree. Here he is.
Coach Hartree, wonderful.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Tucker fans. Thank you for coming out.
We're here. It's 21-0. Tigers lead in the first quarter. We're listening with our state championship basketball coach, James Hartree. Coach, what kind of team are you going to have this year?
I think we'll be okay. This tough region, but I think we'll be all right. We'll be fine.
Coach, who are some of your top players you have this year returning?
Pardon me?
Who are some of your top players you have coming back this time for the basketball?
Well, we got Devontae Fitzgerald. He's being recruited pretty hard. We're looking for him to have a breakout year. I think this is going to be his year. We ought to be able to be pretty tough in this region.
All right, there's a running play for Lil Gain that time to bring up a 3rd down for the Wildcats. Coach, you have a new big man in the building. I see he's about 6'10". What do you expect out of that guy?
Well, Jabbar, this is his 3rd year playing basketball. He new to basketball, but he's 6'10". He's 6'10" in high school, and we looking for big things out of him. And he's pretty aggressive. So 6'10" to 6'10". You can't coach height. You can't practice height. So it's good to have that size.
All right, the great James Hartree, our state championship basketball coach. Thank you, Coach. It's now 3rd down, and there's a timeout on the field by Dunwoody Wildcats. Wildcats have called timeout. I think we should do the interview during the timeout.
That would have been excellent, but he had to get back to his wife because she was giving him the evil eye.
Oh, she was?
Yes.
I know. Coach Hartree didn't even offer him his popcorn, but that's okay. We still love him.
Yeah. You know how he loves his buttery popcorn.
All right. Once again, 21-0. The Tigers on top. 4 minutes, 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and about 13 yards to go for the first down for the Dunwoody Wildcats. So far, the 10th grader is not. The first drive, he showed a little. Moved the Tiger, was able to get 1 first down, but since then, nothing.
No, they have not seen our territory all first quarter so far. So I'm sure Dunwoody's going to try to get over that 50 and start staring at the end zone. But right now, they're staring at a lot of green in front of them.
A lot of time. It took almost a half last week for the Tiger defense to make adjustments. All the 20 points given up last week were in the first half by the Tucker Tigers. The Tigers pitched a shutout in the second half against Arabian Mountain.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Has open receivers. Almost picked up. Austin Benton that time. Benton, the safety.
Could have been a pick 6,
Coach.
Coach.
That was Austin Benton. He had his paws on it again.
And Austin also plays golf in the spring. He's an excellent golfer. He could drive the ball definitely over 300 yards.
Brings up a 4th down for the Wildcats. Punting situation. Back familiar too. Joseph Farrar and Dominic Sanders to receive for the Tigers. Let's see what kind of rush the Tigers can put on this punter. See if they can put a little pressure on him.
He bobbled it. Oh, no!
For safety. Oh, able to kick it out.
Very smart.
Oh, that was a good decision because he's about to be inundated with a wave of Tigers. a Tiger wave.
Oh, man. That is some serious stuff. You got to get out of the way of that, Coach.
So that results in a 2-point safety for the Tigers. And then Tigers also receive the ball on a punt. If they choose to punt it, they'll have to kick it from their own 20-yard line after giving up the safety. They haven't put the 2 points on the board yet, but
they're coming.
Wow. This so far is total domination.
It's been one-sided, but, Denver counted a team out.
Well, I look at this. I look at these sidelines, and I see like almost 90 players on the Tucker sideline. I look across there, and I see about 40.
Yes, I see 40. All right, so now we have the Dunwoody cheerleaders trying to get their crowd back into this game.
And finally, it's on the scoreboard, 23-0 now. The Tigers lead. 4 minutes and 31 seconds in the first quarter.
We are the visitors, and they are the home team.
And Dunwoody be kicking the ball from their own 20-yard line. Tigers should have good field position. Let's see what, once again, the place kicker. That's 49. Hayes Davidson. They choose to place kick it as opposed to punt because after those first 2 punts.
Yeah, I would definitely. This is a better decision by the coaching staff of Dunwoody High School.
I'd rather fling it than have that guy punt again. This time.
Coach, don't be so rough. Here we go again. Back to the races.
Look at it. Yusuf Minor.
Yusuf
able to bring the ball. He got it to 40, brought it back over to the 48-yard line, a 12-yard punt return. So a 12-yard punt return that time for Yusuf Minor, and the Tigers will go back on offense with 4 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the first quarter, 23-0 lead.
Well, the way things are going so far in the first quarter, it looks like we're going to have a lot of our other players get in probably second half of this game.
I guess the watch to see when the JV team takes over has begun with the Tucker Tiger fans. A lot of times, the Tigers will get up by a comfortable lead and then turn it over to their junior varsity.
The JV team did have a game yesterday and actually won that game.
Inside hand-up, Dallas Rivers. Rivers bounces outside, but he's stacked up. And he gains about 3 yards that time, able to bring it to the 45-yard line. And it brings up a second down and 7 yards to go for a first down. Rivers, his second carry of the ball game. That first one was a very impressive one early in the first quarter when he broke so many tackles.
He's a hard runner. Every time he touches the ball, he'll give you everything he has.
Juwan Williams now in the shotgun formation with 4 and a little spread for their own. The Tigers.
Here we are now in the spread. We got 2 trips to the right. Oh, and to the left.
It's a 4-wide receiver set, and he has a man wide open across the middle. And
it's
picked off. Picked off that time. Number 6 is a flag on the play, but interception by Dunwoody. That time, Aaron Alexander, the starting running back, also is a defensive back.
It seemed like there was some holding going on. We'll see what the call is as this unravels.
The call seems to be post-possession. Flag seemed to come after the interception was made, so it may have been a little clip.
Blocking the back.
Some sort of clip. And illegal use of the hands against Dunwoody, but the interception does stand, or will it? It is.
Against Dunwoody.
It looks like I got that one right, Coach. I did say holding.
Wow, it is holding, but is it post-possession or possession foul? Let's see.
We're going to see right now.
We're going to see it is a post-possession foul, and the ball is turned over.
From the back is the penalty.
It is a turnover as the Tigers send out the defensive unit.
You don't want to get too confident, and you always have to lead your man in that situation.
That pass was a little behind the receiver.
Little short.
Could have let him a little more. Could have put some air on it because he's behind the last defender.
He was definitely behind.
No, it's a fumble, but he's able to pick it back up.
Oh.
And it looked like the Tigers have the ball. Have the referees ruled the fumble, though, or just a sack? Yet no indication. Oh, it's just a sack.
Just a sack, sir.
I seen big 54 for the Tigers came out of there with the ball, but I guess you never know what happened. That's Ian Rigby, a senior
Ian Rigby,
defensive lineman.
I've seen him put on a lot of weight in these last couple years. Definitely a lot bigger than he was when he was a freshman. His nickname's Big Rig.
All right, back on the center is Matthew Nathan. Nathan now. Fumble.
Oh!
Before he's even able to hand the ball off, the Tucker defenders were in the backfield and delivered a vicious blow. It's going backwards again. It'll be third down and about 20 yards to go for the first time for the Wildcats.
Do you mean his head's going backwards?
One has to question, was there even an offensive line for the Tigers, for the Wildcats?
I mean, they were in the backfield in a quick and in a hurry. They were in the backfield in a New York minute. You know how fast a New York minute is, Coach?
Yeah, it's like...
You just missed it.
Yeah, New York minute. This guy, you're from like Oregon or something.
No, from Philadelphia. Brotherly love. That's what I preach. That's what I teach.
All right, third down and forever. Seems like 20-yard line. And another attempt at a running play, and he's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage there. He goes about 2 yards, but it will be a fourth down and a punting situation for the Dunwoody Wildcats. And let's see what kind of punt we get this time.
You never know what you're going to get. It could be a 5-yarder or a 25-yarder. It was very smart of the punter last time with that bobbled snap to kick it out of the end zone.
4th and 18 for you Wildcats.
They got
Back to punt is number 1, Charlie Beausoleil.
Yeah, that's a tough name right there, sir.
Beausoleil.
It's
Beausoleil.
Beausoleil, yes it is.
Monsieur, tu parles français?
No parlez-vous français, sir.
Parle français. All right, ball is snapped, and
wow.
Elevator up and elevator down.
Yep.
And it only goes about, let me see what the referee has.
Is going to spot it. Looks like at the 33.
Is that 33 or is he at the 20? What is that? I don't even know where is that.
I think it was the 31, 32, or 33. Somewhere in there.
Yeah, it looks like.
Whoa, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know where
it's the 30.
At the 30.
They didn't know either. They just guessed.
First down. Let's see if they. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tigers come back with another passing play to get the confidence back in their quarterback who just threw that pick.
I would recommend that. I mean, when you're up 3 scores, doesn't hurt.
Well, you know, Juwan is. I think that may be his first. Well, that's his second interception of the season. He's still won in the game against. What's that mountain team? Arabian Mountain.
Arabian Mountain, yep.
Oh, look at
yes.
pitch.
Oh, bad pitch.
It's a fumble.
Oh,
it's a live ball.
ball.
That's a live ball. Able to fall on it. Looks like Dallas Rivers.
Yes, that's what you want to do in those situations.
I got to give full marks to Dallas Rivers for just falling on the ball, not attempting to pick it up, because a host of Dunwoody Wildcat defenders were in pursuit at the time.
He definitely, there were feet stomping behind him, I tell you that.
Tigers not executing an offense the last 2 drives. The last drive ended in an interception, and this time the Tigers go backwards for the first time, it seems, tonight.
It looks like Coach Lamar is going to have one more last play before the end of this quarter.
Tigers, after this week, they'll play Lakeside next week before the big matchup against Stevenson High School.
That will be our homecoming.
Another top 10 team. Oh, it's got a double reverse that time, and this time it fools no one, and it only goes for
That's one way to end a quarter.
Goes for about 3 yards, which will bring a third down and about 14 yards to go for the first down. Well, right about 15 yards. 3rd and 15. But the quarter will come to an end. And that's it. End of the first quarter. Tigers on top, 23-0.
You heard the siren.
I'm Dave DeCosta along with Robert Knox. We're bringing all the action on the Play On Sport Network, part of the Georgia High School Association.tv network. And Robert, it seemed to be a one-sided game, but the Tigers have not been executing on offense.
Yeah, they've been a little reluctant to pull the trigger, but you know we can't really say that their offense hasn't been explosive. I mean, they've only touched the ball a few times, and it looks like on special teams is really we've been making really good plays.
A lot of times with ball clubs that are playing an opponent that seems to be overmatched, you don't have that fear factor which causes you to execute well. I don't want to say lack of respect for your opponent, but a lot of times when you're not afraid of failing, you're not as sharp as you normally are. I've seen the Tigers much sharper than this.
Well, they better get sharper than this because their schedule gets a lot harder after this. We're looking at MLK and Stevenson down the road, and you don't want to take off a play or take off a game at any point in the season.
All right, 3rd down and 15 yards to go for the first down. We're now into the second quarter. Tigers on top, 23-20. That was Williams asked for quiet from the Tucker band. In the shotgun formation. Looking to keep it is Williams. He's up and he falls forward to the 25. He'll bring up a 4th down and 5. I bet you my last dollar to go for it in 4th down.
I believe they will, and I like Juwan because I like the fact that he can beat you with his arm and with his legs.
And here the offensive unit stays out onto the field, and the Tigers will go for it on 4th down and 6 yards to go. So I think I bet you that dollar. I want my dollar.
I'll give you something from the dollar menu. It seems like you like the dollar menu.
The dollar menu is a wonderful thing.
All day, every day.
All right, back to pass this time. Williams keeps it. This time he's going to be sacked in the backfield. And the Tigers unsuccessful on the 4th down attempt and turn the ball over. It looked like they were trying to do a middle inside screen, which was snuffed out by the Wildcat defenders, and able to blow up the play with the defenders. And it's now 1st and 10 for Dunwoody at their own 40-yard line in good field position.
Hey, they're just 10 yards away from actually breaking the 50, so let's see if they can do it here, Coach.
Let's see how much confidence this gives the Wildcats offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Once again, Tigers unable to execute. An inability to execute their offensive sets. This has to be a concern for head coach Brian Lamar.
You want to preach mental toughness, and it seems like they're not as sharp as they usually are, which is a concern for us as we go into the second quarter.
Once again, it's not a tough opponent, so you don't have the extra. But once again, in the backfield are the Tigers, and this is not fair. They're not even able. The Tigers are now firing off that defensive line, getting into the backfield.
I'm glad the referee blew the whistle when he did because he had 5 guys on him.
Speaking of 5 guys, I want a hamburger and fries.
We all know that I do love 5 guys.
That was a commercial. There was a check.
I would love to have them as our sponsor. I actually talked to 5 guys today about that, and a lot of their marketing goes through their corporate office, so that wasn't one of our sponsors we could pick up.
Oh, that was that's the old line. Go to our corporate. Back to pass this time, and wow! What speed that time off the edge. Wow, look at that sack that time. That was Justin Hughes.
And that was a huge play.
Wow, he came full speed. He tried to fake, and no one bought.
Looks like he's 6'2", 205 pounds.
That's a junior linebacker, and he also plays some running back.
I don't believe the people at 5 Guys in Tucker location would ever want to lie to me. They love me. When I walk in the door, they say web order, and they say it loud and proud. Every Friday.
I know what they say. They say, here comes Knox. Look like Bob Hope's cousin, No Hope.
Oh, he was a great guy. God rest his soul, Bob.
Oh, that play is going nowhere, but there's a flag thrown by the far side official.
Your tackle made by number 20.
Coach, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. You mess with the Tigers, you appear to get sacked because once again, they're backing them up. This drive started on the 40-yard line. They're pushing them all the way back to their own 35, and it looks like there's a penalty going to be marched off. A false start against the Dunwoody Wildcats.
And you did mention me messing with the bull and getting the horns, and you are full of a lot of bull.
Ba-dum-bum. Wah-wah-wah.
Oh, that was an excellent comeback. I have to give myself a pat on the back.
They have a 4th down and punting situation again. Back to punt. Charlie Beausoleil.
He's also a 12th grader.
He's
another low
He's
snap.
able to catch it. Oh, this one is another shank, goes off the side, and it goes out at the 40, right where they took over, and the Tigers take right back over at the 40.
So, yes, looks like no harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul.
For Juwan Williams.
Juwan not as sharp today. Well, let's see if Williams and the Tigers can get it together on this drive.
Maybe Juwan had 2 helpings of Matthews Cafeteria.
I thought we were going to break the Tigers' record and score 55 points in the first half, which I think is our school record. We're now sitting at 23
You never
points.
can tell. We did score 23 very quickly.
A lot of times in games like this, the Tigers don't want to show too many new plays or too many new wrinkles, especially with a team like Stevenson lurking 2 games from now. Let's see if the Tigers go back to their basic running style.
You never know. Lakeside might be looking at us, too.
And it's handoff up the middle.
Ooh. Oh, there he goes.
And he breaks out
and
the field.
It's probably going to be another 6 points.
5 and touchdown Dallas.
Very nice run. Wow. He had 2 defenders in his path, and he could easily get around them. And then once he was in the open field, he just turned on the jets, and he was gone.
A lot of arm tackles that time. And when I was a youth, they told you hit him and wrap him up.
You always have to wrap him up. That's exactly what we coach when we coach wrestling. Get low, as low as you can.
Out for the point after touchdown is Stephen Duffy. Juwan Williams, the holder. 29-0. The Tigers on top.
I would love to see a trick play here.
It's traditional, and the kick is up, and it's good. And the Tigers extend to a 30-0 lead here in the second quarter. 8 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it seems like Duffy's cleared off the dust off of him from the first bad kick after the first touchdown.
I won't blame Duffy for that one because he's a soccer player. Let's blame the holder or the snapper.
You're always protecting your soccer players.
Look like Duffy's taking his kickoff this time. Oh, no, that's Eric Weber, the 11th grader. Eric Weber will get a chance to be the kickoff guy for the Tigers. Eric's wearing number 99. Eric, another member of the Tigers soccer program.
A lot of Tucker soccer players. It's a family effort here for every sporting event and every sporting team. A lot of players at Tucker actually do play 2 or 3 sports.
Back deep to receive, number 6, Stephen Reynolds. He's the one that had that interception of Juwan Williams. Also number 4, check that. That's number 6, Aaron Alexander and Jalen Mosley.
A lot of the offense runs through Mosley, it seems.
Wow, what a nice kick that time. Eric Weber able to kick it into the end zone for the touchback. And 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 20-yard line.
Have you been noticing that, Coach? A lot of the offense for the Wildcats has been running through Jalen Mosley, number 4. He's taking a lot of the handoffs. He's been touching the ball a lot tonight.
He and also number 6, Aaron Alexander.
And yes, also Aaron Alexander. Those two, probably, I would say, 50% of their offense so far.
And, Coach, both are 11th graders, the running backs, and the 9th graders, the quarterbacks. So the future could be looking pretty good for Dunwoody.
Maybe we'll see them next year, Tucker.
Wow, Coach. What recruiting? Under center for the Dunwoody, Matthew Nathan. Once again, triple option in the backfield. It's a handoff, brought down, and no gain that time. Ball still right at the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Dunwoody Wildcats.
I tried getting our principal, James Jackson, to come over and say a few comments, but he was definitely running the other way. He has a lot of speeches he needs to make, so he needs to rest his vocal cords.
2nd and 11 for the Wildcats.
It was more like 2nd and 10 and a half.
Oh, here comes the music, and there goes their cheerleaders. They are excited and proud and happy to be here. They're just happy to be out tonight, enjoying the weather, enjoying a great game.
One of the big fellers. The guy has, I don't know, that's a huge jersey he got on there. now brings up a 2nd and 5. Once again, back to pass. He has a receiver wide open, but picked off that time.
Whoa. And gets a few yards after the catch.
What a great play. The defensive back, Kirk Tucker, turned around and just saw a ball right there. He had the receiver, number 6.
It looks like his birthday came early that time.
Aaron Alexander, receiver for the Wildcats, was wide open, but Kirk Tucker turned around and looked up and said, look what I found. It was the ball and was able to make the interception. He picked that ball up at the last possible second that time.
I will try to give one more effort to try to get James Jackson to pick up the mic over here and give us a few words about Tucker High School and the direction we're going.
Kirk Tucker, 6'1", 100-pound junior defensive back. He also plays some wide receiver. Tigers come out now in the shotgun formation. And it's a quarterback keeper. And tripped up. It looked like he almost got that edge that time. Important tackle made that time by number 4, Jalen Mosley.
I hope we do a few more passing plays. I'd like to slow this clock up so we can actually have a shot at that record.
Brings up, 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Ball at the, looks like 29-yard line of the Dunwoody Wildcats.
Let's see what type of offense we're going to run now.
Well, it's Juwan Williams in shotgun formation up under center, and he has Dallas Rivers in the backfield with him. And guess what? The quarterback is split out right. Look, it's a Wildcat offense.
Oh, it is the Wildcat offense.
Got Joseph Farrar looking to receive the long snap, and the wide receiver, the quarterback, Juwan Williams, the senior, is split out right. And it's direct snap 2 from Farrar, who's brought.
He's evading.
He slipped one tackle and runs ahead.
Still got positive yardage on that play.
If the Dunwoody Wildcats learn how to tackle, if a flag comes, it could be a face mask call because Farrar lost his helmet. But see, the thing about losing your helmet, as long as your head's not in it, it's okay.
Yeah, I agree.
It should be a 15-yard penalty against the Wildcats if it is a face mask, and the referee does march it off. From the spot of the foul, which was at the 25, the ball will go all the way down. Apparently, it's half the distance.
Whoa, that must have been a serious face mask there.
Yeah,
that was
he took his
full
helmet
15.
all the way off. He wrenched it off.
Oh, okay. That was not unintentional 5-yarder. That was a full 15-yarder.
Interesting formation. They split the quarterback out wide. That gives future teams something else to worry about.
Dunwoody's line got in there, though. You know, they think they were snuffing it out.
I think this is Dallas Rivers' time. I look for the handoff to Rivers. Tigers should go power play right up the middle.
I say power play. Anytime you're in the 15-yard line here at Tucker, you probably want to go run.
And no, it's Farrar.
It's Farrar? Oh.
No, it's Yusuf Minor.
Minor.
He's hit at the 5 and knocked back
his
to
wheel.
The 7-yard line. He's going to be marked at the 7-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and Tigers still can pick up a 1st down. And as the yard mark is right about the 3-yard line, the 1st down yard mark is at the 3-yard line. Brings up 2nd down for the Tigers. Tigers are beckoning. They're missing a player. Somebody fell asleep. Timeout, Tucker. Tucker was forced.
Forced to take a timeout right there.
Not all the personnel were out.
Well, you always need 11 to play, right? That's what they say, right?
Well, you can play without 11, but it's not recommended.
I don't advise it.
We're going to give a little heat to DeMarco Fauntleroy tomorrow or Monday. DeMarco Faunt, number 50, was the outside linebacker, offensive lineman.
He's only a junior, so...
So 6 minutes, 21 seconds.
Pretty good crowd out here tonight, wouldn't you say?
Oh, nice guys. Wonderful night for football. Not too hot, not too muggy. It's not even too cold. Everybody's out here in a short sleeve shirt and to be able to enjoy this ball game. The Tigers, again, on a historic run now. There's 18-0 dating back to last season, which culminated with a state championship, the 2nd in school history. This could be the 19th victory in a row.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're on a roll, but every dog has its day. So, Coach, you were telling us about there's a plan to put AstroTurf here?
Well, it was voted on. It was one of those SPLOST.
Oh, so we're going to use some of the local tax dollars from the SPLOST?
Yes, it was an initiative that was approved in last year's elections.
Looks like we're back in the actions.
So all of the DeKalb County stadiums could be getting turf.
Nice.
Williams back to pass. Has a receiver wide open.
Nice.
And overthrows him. Incomplete pass that time.
Beautiful.
Had his receiver wide open.
I mean, great route running, though. He was just there on the money. And also the line gave him time to make that play.
Wow.
That's why we play these games. It's just a matter of inches.
Well, it's just tough execution that time. What number is that? Is that Chauncey? It looked like Chauncey.
Let's see if we can get our principal, James Jackson. He's not talking tonight. No, he talks all day long, so he's going to give himself a break.
You and Mr. Costas keep up the good work.
He's just here to enjoy the game and see our students excel on the field.
And there's a touchdown, Dallas Rivers. See, remember a few plays ago I recommended Dallas Rivers?
Yes, you called it, Coach.
There you go. I recommended Dallas Rivers.
They should have you designing the playbook.
Oh, yeah, they don't want that. We'll be getting goals and soccer goals and soccer plays being designed out there.
That's one way to win.
Back out for the extra point after touchdown is Stephen Duffy, the place kicker for the Tigers. He's the number 49 shirt. Score is 36-0. Tigers. Kick is up, and it's good.
He's automatic now. He's just right down the middle every single time.
I'm telling you, it was the holder or the snapper. It wasn't the soccer kid. No way.
Regardless of what happened, there was a point missed early on in the first quarter.
All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes, 8 seconds go in the first half. Tigers on top. I don't think the scoreboard is giving us the point. Look at the scoreboard.
Those cheerleaders are really working hard here tonight.
It's supposed to be 37.
Oh, there is a problem with the score there.
It's supposed to be 37.
Hopefully,
I think, and we don't have our 37th point.
It is supposed to be 37, so hopefully they'll put an extra point up there.
I'm sure they'll correct it at some point.
Yes, but our cheerleaders are working hard.
Good, right? I was, pumping up the soccer players. That kick was good, right?
It was very nice. It was right down the middle. Okay. He's been automatic. He's Duff-o-matic.
All right, let's see Weber. This is Eric Weber set to kick it off for the Tigers. He had a tremendous kick last time, able to reach the end zone for the touchback. And this time, this is the high ball, goes all the way to the 9. Can he get the edge?
Oh, got the edge.
The edge. But here comes Weber, big 99. He was run down that time by a Tucker Tiger who was able to drag him out of play.
So, yes, Dominique did show some wheels on there. He's a senior. He's 5'9", 145, but definitely has some speed. Was able to get that corner, Coach.
Wow, this is the best field position for the Wildcats all night. They're at their own 49-yard line with 1st and 10.
Not quite over the 50 yet.
Let's see if they can make it over the 50.
Into our territory.
So, 5 guys, yes or no? You say yes or you say no?
I say they're not going to make it.
They're not going to make it. They're in that triple
I put one single 5-guy fly on it.
Let's see. And once again, it's a pitch. Can he get out on the outside?
Nope.
A pursuit by the Tigers. Wonderful pursuit.
Tackled for a loss.
Such speed by the defensive backs and linemen and linebackers for the Tigers.
Number 5, Daniel Hinton, your ball carrier, brought down by number 9, Dietrich Dukes. Second and 14 for the Wildcats.
Okay, back to the action. And looks like the referee stopped with a whistle. And another tackle for a loss. So now the Dunwoody's digging their hole a little deeper now. 3rd down And it looks like 14 to go.
Small window of chance for them to come back as Tucker has up.
Okay, so now it looks like the ball is exactly still on the 45, and it looks like DaCosta's going to have to owe me some Five Guys next Friday if this play does not go according to plan. So let's see what type of set they're going to run. They got a bunch set right here with 2 split backs, 3 split backs. Oh, we do the toss. It's to the left side, and it's brought down exactly at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So that is Mr. Scales with the run. And let's see, now it's 4th down, and it looks like Dunwoody Wildcats are going to have to punt once again. We have 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. The score is 37 to 0, and the scoreboard showing 36, so I guess we're missing a point there. And here we go. Like we always say, a good team has good special teams. And here comes 2. And no, they put a little pressure on him, and looks like he has a 25, 30-yard punt with that roll. Let's see where the referee's going to spot that.
All right, the Tigers will take over on their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10, 3 minutes, 36 seconds go into first half.
And so the Tigers will take position on their own 35-yard line. It will be 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Juwan Williams under center. Oh, he fakes the handoff. This time goes outside of Yusuf Minor. Can he get the edge? Yusuf Minor down the sideline is tackled and knocked out.
Shoestring tackle.
Wow. Great tackle that time. Number 32, Tyler Scales. Tyler Scales with a nice tackle that time on the sideline. Important tackle. If he didn't make that tackle, Minor was gone for the touchdown.
1st and 10, Tigers.
1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line of Dunwoody. Sanders in motion. This time the handoff's on the other side over. It looks like number 13, Joseph Farrar. Farrar able to run ahead for 7 yards. Brings up a 2nd down, 3 yards to go for the Tigers. 2 minutes, 51 seconds to go and counting in the first half.
First and 10. 2nd and 3, sorry.
Second down, 3 yards to go. He fakes the handoff, has a receiver open across the middle, and once again he overthrows him. He had a receiver wide open, and Juwan Williams a little off his game tonight.
Incomplete from the Tigers.
Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down, 3 yards to go for the first down. First down markers right at the 35-yard line of Dunwoody. Two minutes, 18 seconds to go. Tigers on top. I think it's 37-0, not 36-0.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier when you stepped away. We're waiting. Another timeout for the Tucker Tigers, and we have 2:18 to play, and it looks like the Dunwoody band is going to take the field first as they are off.
No, I think the Tiger band will take first because Dunwoody's the home team, the host team.
We will.
Well,
okay.
check that. We are the home team. We are the home team.
Okay, then I guess the schedule says something different. I got to double check on that.
See, well, we got on the white uniforms. They got on the dark uniforms. Home white, road grays. And our band is, well, Hey, the cheerleaders from Dunwoody have struck it up again.
Yeah, they have their music playing a lot tonight. They're definitely getting more exercise than the players.
They seem to be gone farther. Third down 3. Once again, this should be Dallas Rivers territory.
Not yet. I would go with Minor. Nope, you're right.
Bumbling is Joseph Farrar able to pick up the first down.
Farrar, yes.
With a nice little 9-yard run, gain that time.
5'11", 190 pounds.
Joseph Farrar.
Showing a lot of agility on that play, Coach.
Yeah, nice handoff from Williams that time. Able to go over the left side. Good blocking up front by the Tiger offensive lineman. And he goes ahead for about 9 yards. Brings up a first down at Dunwoody's 28-yard line.
First and 10, Tigers.
Quick pass to Kasim Aminu. Aminu knocked out right about the 21-yard line, ahead to the 22. Nice gain that time by the Tigers. Looked like just about a 9.5-yard pickup. Close? Is it close enough for a measurement? Brings up a second down and a half a yard to go for the Tigers. 1 minute, 38.9 seconds. On the center, Juwan Williams.
Second and 1.
Has Rivers in the backfield. Aminu split out left. In motion is quick flanker screen to Aminu. Aminu able to make the reception. Goes ahead for a first down. He's brought down at the 12-yard line of Dunwoody Wildcats.
Looks like we have a substitution coming in, one going out.
Tigers lose a lot of people on offense and defense, and they do soften. John Brooks comes out. John Brooks, just a sophomore for the Tigers, 46. Once again on the center, Williams in motion. Farrar. We're on the left side. Farrar.
Oh, he hits the pylon, I think. Well, let's see.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Okay, he just got in there. Just barely, but he got in there.
Waiting for the late signal from the official, the side judge there, and he's able to signal touchdown, and the Tigers have scored again.
Number 13, Joseph Farrar.
It seemed like the DB had him.
I don't know. Okay, now the clock is shot. The scoreboard is finally reflected the touchdown. It's 42-0. And I think it's actually supposed to be 43-0, even before this point after touchdown.
Hopefully you'll go up to the press box and straighten things out later on at the break.
Stephen Duffy set for the kick. Ball's hiked to Williams. Placed down. Kick is up. And it's good.
Perfect.
With just over a minute and 6 seconds to go.
He's Duff-O-Matic.
Okay, let's not create words again.
Hey, I'm trying here.
6 seconds left in the first half.
It's 43-0. The Tigers are on top again, and once again, it seemed like a lopsided affair.
It's no low affair, I'll tell you that.
But you got to give credit to these Tucker Tigers. The coaching staff has had them well prepared. It's just been total domination, and you have to give full marks to the Tucker kids, to the Tucker coaching staff.
It seems like Coach Lamar has definitely kept up the winning tradition. We're very proud of that here.
Let's talk about that for a second. Coach Franklin Stevens led the Tigers to 2 state championships. He's moved on to Lamar County.
It's ironic that he moved on to Lamar County.
Yeah, well, so he's down in Barnesville there, but I understand he's successful down there also. But a lot of the same coaches have remained for the Tigers.
Here we go.
Weber this time kicks the ball off. He's taking at the 10-yard line. Tigers down on kick. And good containment this time, 23. Oh, he broke one tackle.
He made a good run out of that. He got all he could get out of that.
Devontae Reynolds held containment out on the left side there and able to send him back inside where some help came, and the Tigers were able to bring him down. Dunwoody will take over. Let's see if they attempt a pass this time. There's a flag on the play. Illegal block. That Dunwoody will back him up.
Looks like offsetting penalties, Coach.
Yeah, it's on both sides. So team penalties cancel each other out. It'll be 1st and 10 for Dunwoody at their own 30-yard line. Dare they go for a pass play?
I think they're not going to be that aggressive. They might. I think they want to get on the scoreboard at least. It'd be great to get on the scoreboard for them and their morale before the half. I think, well, let's just look at what the formation is, and I think they're just going to run it.
Wow. Inside handoff.
I think they're just trying to get out of this half.
Gains about 1 yard that time. It was a nice little quick hitter that time. I've got 33 as Devin Francois. Brings
nice breeze coming through here.
Dunwoody's content to let the clock run out.
That's why I had a feeling. So I guess I called that one right?
Yeah, Dunwoody's content to let the clock just run out. Let's see if they try to do another play.
Nah, I think they're just going to take the 5-yard penalty here, Coach. Well, let's see. Wait, they're going up to the line.
Well, they're up to the line. It's only 17 seconds and counting to go in the first half.
He's just going to take a knee, I believe. No, he does another.
Another stick that time.
Oh!
Wow, coming up from the linebacker position. That time was appeared to be number 32. Looks like 32 for the Tigers. Justin Hughes laid a lick on him, and that's the end of the first half. Tigers lead 43-0. You're listening to Play On Sports, Georgia High School Association Network. Dave DeCosta, Robert Knox, and it's halftime here at North Dekalb Stadium.
And the score, we have 44-0.
We'll check on that score, see if they'll.
We have to confirm that. But let's look at the plays from the first half, and let's see some of the ones that stood out for us. We had, looks like we had Yusef Minor really showcasing his skills early on.
Yusef touched the ball twice and scored 2 touchdowns.
Well, that's definitely showing your skills early on. This is only our second time doing a live broadcast through the YouTube channel, as well as having commentators here for Tucker football. We're the only school in DeKalb County currently using commentators, and as you know, there is a learning curve in this process.
Of course it is, with anything new and with technology the way it is, and we're able to bring this broadcast or webcast to so many people across the Tucker Nation. We thank you for tuning in. We're going through our little growing pains here, but we promise to get better each week and bring you a much better product each and every week.
I didn't know I was going to do this until around 2 o'clock today, so you got to give me a little bit of lenience.
Well, we know my normal broadcast partner, Mike Harwell.
Yeah, Mike Harwell had to take care of some other business. Oh, here comes our Tucker band, and they sound wonderful tonight in this nice crisp air. Seems like the weather's dropped a little bit.
You mean the temperature?
Yeah, temperature's gone down just a slight bit.
Well, it's a little breeze coming in, so locally, as my new iPhone, it's not the 5, is updating.
Yeah, I just put in for the iPhone 5. I'm really on the, I don't know, man. I don't know. I might think about doing the Galaxy.
We went from 79 to 73.
Oh, so yeah, definitely dropped 6 degrees, and you can feel that in the air. Here comes the band, and they are looking sharp tonight. Wow, look at those formations. They're high-stepping.
Someone's lost a hat over there.
That sometimes happens when you're this physical and you're that into it.
Wow.
The formation. He'll come back and pick it up. Won't lose a step.
Even Tucker's band is physical. Wow.
Yes, they sometimes hit the weight room.
I spot who's lost the hat. It's the sousaphone player. Let's do play-by-play. Sousaphone player comes back. He's at the 45. He's at the 50.
He's going back to pick up his hat. I don't know if Miss our band director would like it. He went out of formation to pick up his hat. Miss Nina Pryor does an excellent job with these students.
All right, speaking of Miss Pryor, she climbs up on that ladder to direct the Tiger band.
Here she goes. Arms are swinging.
Sit back, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the Tucker High School Tiger Marching Band.
has a desire. You said that passion means everything. That's fire. I agree. I made a mistake. Okay, listen, I made a mistake. What are you doing?
You're the main one complaining about us.
You are a ducker.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dunwoody High School, Mary Marie Principal, Will Henderson Band Director, proudly presents the 2012 Pride of Dunwoody High Marching Band. Tonight's show is titled Dream On, featuring Prelude 1221 by the rock group AFI. Next we feature our low brass woodwind section and our drum line in Michael Bublé and Brad Morrison's classic Moon Dance. We conclude tonight's show with the timeless rock and roll hit Dream On by Aerosmith. Drum Major Oliver D. Is the band ready?
I'd rather you guys.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense. We're going to come at you.
One shot at this.
Now it's time to put the hats on and go get some work done.
So they're all going to look to make a statement early.
All right, welcome back to Dekalb Stadium. Dave DeCosta alongside Robert Knox. We're live back at DeKalb County Dekalb Stadium. It's 43-0. Did they finally correct that score? The Tigers are on top of the Dunwoody Wildcats. Tigers 3-0 on the season.
I got it for Yusuf.
Some first half statistics. Yusuf Minor has 4 carries for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dallas Rivers has 4 carries, 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Dominic Sanders has a 52-yard punt return for the touchdown. And referees are gathered at midfield. And we're ready to start the second half. Once again, some of those first half statistics. Yusuf Minor, that's an incredible average there. 4 carries for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dallas Rivers, 4 carries, 60 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that was a very exciting 52-yard punt return for a touchdown by Dominic Sanders. Dominic Sanders, 11th grader, number 5 for the Tigers. Yusuf Minor, number 2. And Dallas River is big number 25.
Little technical difficulties there during the during the halftime as we ran 2 commercials and my production assistants forgot to go back to a live feed from the camera, so we apologize for that momentary disruption of programming. But here we're getting ready. We have another minute and a half before we start our second half. We have all the referees in the center talking it over.
How would you characterize the first half?
I seen there was some explosive plays and some exciting plays. The audience is definitely getting their money's worth. I just heard a Wildcat in the background. I feel like the cheerleaders of Dunwoody High School are getting ready to perform again. But I would characterize it as not much offense by Dunwoody. They seem a little bit frustrated. I'm really curious as to what type of personality they're going to bring out in the half as far as their play selection is concerned.
You're right when you said big play, because Yusuf Minor had 4 carries for a total 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Dallas Rivers, he also touched the ball 4 times, but only 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. I say only jokingly, of course.
Yes.
And, of course, most exciting play out of that first half probably was Dominic Sanders' 52-yard punt return for the touchdown.
He definitely was able to get through that defense, the special teams defense of Dunwoody, and then turn on the Jets. He made it seem very easy as he walked into the end zone on that punt return. Now Dominic Sanders, he comes from a long legacy of Tucker High School players, as his brother played here.
That's Chris Sanders.
2 years ago. So when we talk about tradition of Tucker football, we also talk about the tradition of the families. Brothers who play behind other brothers.
One of the things that really makes Tucker stand out, they have an excellent kicking game. A lot of these special teams and kick, they're able sometimes to reach the end zone. The kickoff guy, as mentioned, is not here today. The main kickoff guy, he went on a college recruiting trip this weekend.
It seems like the replacement has really done a good job of filling in.
Is that excellent? The first guy was Neon Cole Carlar. He's a kid new to football, and his first one was not that impressive, but he did have a couple of really good kicks after that. and then followed by the 11th grader Eric Weber, who's in line to be the kicker next year. Eric Weber, who's going to be kicking off this time for the Tigers. 99, who's placing the ball down now.
Well, anytime you can get inside the 10-yard line of your opponent on the kickoff is pretty good, and they got it on the 5-yard line that one time.
His first kickoff, he kicked it through the end zone for the touchback.
Oh, that
must have been all the anxiety he had there in his first varsity game.
Taking his frustration out on that ball. Here, we're getting ready to go right now.
And Weber kicks off again. This time it's like going for the coffin corner, and it's through the end zone for a touchback. Another excellent kick right down the corner, unreturnable.
That is definitely where you want to put the ball on the kickoff. Nice way to start the second half.
And he gets a bunch of high fives on the sideline for an excellent kickoff, and the Dunwoody Wildcats will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Once again, as I look out there, I see the starters are still out there for the Tigers, defensively speaking.
That might change as the game goes on.
9, Derek Dukes is out there, as well as you see big number 7, Elijah Shaw. Inside handoff, running play. Oh, gains 5 yards before he's finally stuck that time. Good running play as for positive yardage, which is a rarity for the Wildcats this evening so far. That was a nice stick that time. Looked like it was no, that was Kirk Tucker. That was Kirk Tucker.
Kirk Tucker, oh.
With a nice stick that time. Kirk Tucker.
Number 1, Charlie Beausoleil, your ball carrier.
Oh, Charlie Beausoleil. That was a nice carry. It was for positive yardage, Coach.
Yes, I know. I think that's his first time touching the ball on a run play.
Isn't that guy the punter that we've been...
Yes, he is the punter. Very versatile.
He seems to be a better running back than he is punter.
I would keep him in as running back, Coach.
Once again, it shows that the kicking game is so important to a lot of teams. It's inside handoff this time.
Whoa, he was swallowed up in the backfield. Oh.
Once again, Beausoleil, he's able to gain 1 yard now. Brings up a 3rd down and 4 yards to go. But it's positive yardage for the Wildcats.
Hey, I'll take a yard any way I can get it.
Chauncey Rivers on the tackle for the Tigers. It's 3rd down and long again, and they seem to be in this position a lot of times, 3rd down and long.
Oh, by the way, I want to bring up a point about 3rd and long, actually even 3rd and short, because there was a play in the first half where you addressed the fact that if they didn't break the 50-yard line, that you would owe me a Five Guys burger, and it seems like they did not break the 50-yard line, so it looks like next Friday you owe me a hamburger.
Okay, because I care about your health, we're going to get you some roly-poly. How about that?
All right, I'll go light that day. You're right. Oh,
jumping off
like
sides, 70
player.
Elijah Shaw.
Elijah Shaw again.
Let's see if he's drawn off or did he just jump off.
Got a little excited on that play.
All right, referee, offsides. It's offside. Will that be enough? Well, it's not enough for the 1st down. It gets them a lot closer now. Now it's 3rd down, only about 1 yard to go for the 1st down.
Let's see if the Wildcats can move the chains on this play.
Wildcats quarterback Matthew Nathan, a 10th grader. He's 6'1", 180 pounds. He brings his Wildcat out. Apparently, single coverage outside.
We're not really playing that deep. I think we're playing the run.
His inside handoff is stuffed for a knockback, and he doesn't pick up the 1st down. Brings up 4th down.
I don't think he got it, Coach.
Ball still at the 29-yard line. 1 yard to go for the 1st down. It's 4th down. Will they go for it? Oh, here comes Beausoleil, number 1.
No, Beausoleil's coming back out. But I would.
Oh, they call him back. Look, they're calling him back. Oh, there he is. He's out there. They call the whole team back. Apparently going to talk about something.
It'll be 4th and about 3 yards.
I think they're really considering taking this gamble. I don't know. It seems like, what do you have to lose when you're in this situation? If I was playing Madden, I would definitely go for it.
If this is Madden, you'd go for it?
Yeah.
Your own 28.
All day, every day.
Wow. Well, let's see. They line up. It looks like Beausoleil is in punt formation. He's gone back there 15 yards behind. Looks like he's ready to receive the punt. Snap's complete. He gets a kickoff and another shank, but this time it goes positive yards. Ball rolls over to 40, down to, looks like the 37-yard line, and that's where the Tucker Tigers will take over. Good defensive stand that time by Tucker Tigers.
I think we're going to play the starters still, Coach.
And so Tucker will take possession on their own 37-yard line.
It looks like the starters are lining up on the
I
sideline
see
there.
Yusef Minor, and I see all the crews out there.
I see number 1, Juwan Williams, talking to his players.
We have Mr. Birds out there.
Taroki.
Another sophomore, 5'9", 150.
All right, on the center is Williams. Has Rivers in the backfield, and he pitches it to Williams. Williams on the right side, breaks one tackle, cuts it upfield, and is knocked down after a 5-yard gain. Nice little tough run that time by Rivers. Dallas Rivers, the junior. Running back. Rivers has just gone over the 70-yard mark. He's about 71 yards thus far in the ball game. The junior running back, 6'2", 200-pound junior.
2nd and 6 for the Tigers.
Aminu split out left.
You got one man on the left, yes.
Again, handoff. This time, it looks like it's Minor.
Ooh, got
and
some
there goes
speed.
Minor around the corner. Gets around the corner, cuts it back, and before he's tackled. Nice tackle that time. Good pursuit.
Picks up excellent yardage.
That was number 2 that time, Dominic Conwell. In pursuit that time, able to run down. Well, he didn't run him down. He had an angle on him. He had a good angle on Yusef Minor. But Yusef rips off another big gain for the Tigers. And it's a 1st and 10 ball at the 34-yard line of Dunwoody. And it's Tigers on the march again.
Minor by Minor cutting that back, he got an extra 6 yards out of it.
This time it's Dominic Sanders with the handoff. He bounces outside. One man to beat. Cuts it back inside. He's at the 5. Touchdown. Scoring again. Dominic Sanders weaving his way through the defenders. Able to score. And now it's a 49-point.
So, Coach, how many touches has Sander have so far this game? He's definitely had, that's his 2nd touchdown.
Yeah, well, Sanders normally defensive play. He starts in the defense, but he does come on offense. He's a receiver as well as one of those backs in that formation the Tigers love to run.
What they always say, Coach, you can't teach speed.
Duffy again, extra point. That's
good. Duff-o-matic. I don't know if I'm saying that because I like it or because it annoys you.
It annoys me.
Then I will continue.
All right, 50-0.
Wow.
That sounded like the score of our last one-on-one basketball game. Of course, me on top, 50-0.
Well, because I'm from Philadelphia, we don't say 50, we say 50.
Oh.
Don't lowbrow me. Remember, at the end of the day, I do have more degrees than you.
The only degrees you need to worry about is those degree deodorant.
I do use that. I use it as a penetration field when I'm near you.
All right, here is Eric Weber placing the ball for the Tigers. Weber able to put the ball right down in that little coffin corner that time, and for the touchback for the Tigers. This time,
Dominic Cutwell. And number 6, Elrin Alexander.
Weber gets it away. Back in the corner again. This time, Cutwell. Dominic Conwell with the reception and runs it back to the 20-yard line.
By number 32 for the Tigers. Justin Hughes on the tackle. So it'll be 1st
Once again, the starters for the Tigers are coming back out on defense. And one of the things that's important to do is get the stamina up. Later in the season, when you play teams like Stevenson, MLK, and Mays, you're going to need that kind of stamina for the starters to play 4 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, you can practice all week long, but there's nothing like playing in a game, going full out every play. Also, the mental toughness. You always want to prepare yourself mentally. So here they go. Dunwoody starting on the 20.
All right. Matthew Nathan leads the Dunwoody Wildcats back out. In motion is 6. Handoff. Inside. This time looks like it's your buddy Beausoleil again. Beausoleil goes ahead for about half a yard.
Great name.
Brings up 2nd down.
This music I've heard before.
Minutes. I believe it looks like it's a running clock the second half.
Hey, we're going to go that way. We're out.
It's 3 minutes, 34 seconds and counting in the 3rd quarter. Finally, Nathan gets the play from his coach and returns from the sideline and is back into the huddle. Calls the play.
2nd and 9 for the Wildcats.
2nd down, 9 yards to go, and timeout call.
Like Tucker took a timeout.
Looked like the Tigers weren't ready for that formation. That time by the Wildcats.
Looks like Coach Lamar is going to talk that over with his players.
That gives us time, and next week is our homecoming at Tucker.
Yes, we have a lot of things planned next week. We have homecoming week where the kids have different days where they dress up, and there's Crazy Hat Day, I think, next week, and there's a couple other days that the seniors and
Crazy Hat Day?
Yes, there is Crazy Hat Day.
How about your day, Crazy Teacher Day?
Well, every day is crazy when you're a teacher.
Okay, but the opponent next week is the Lakeside Vikings.
The Vikings, yes, not too far from our school. It's probably a 5-minute drive, not too far.
Yeah, of course it is. So we look for everyone to come out and celebrate the homecoming. And I wonder who will be homecoming king and queen.
I know that Yusuf Minor's in the running, so we'll see what happens there.
Number 2, the tailback for the Tigers is in the running to be homecoming king.
He's going to have to wear 2 hats that day. Speaking of hats. Maybe. We hope. We'll see. But then we also have the homecoming dance.
I understand you in high school, you were dating the homecoming queen, or was that the homecoming fiend?
Actually, in high school I got no dates, so truth be told.
All right, little no-gainer apparently is an injury for the Wildcats on the field.
Ooh. Okay, here we are.
Let's hope this young man's okay.
Gain of about 1 yard on the play. We have an official timeout.
Play only gained 1 yard. It brings up a 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Ball's on appears to be the 23, 24-yard line of the Wildcats, as the medical staff attends to the injured Wildcat player.
Trying to see what number that is so I can give you some good information here.
Well, let's not guess at the number.
I'm not going to guess. I was trying to see if I could.
Well, he's up now and he's walking off. That's
number 52.
Yeah. 52.
Lewis Freeman.
He's
a 10th grader. 6'2", 210.
That's a big boy. For a 10th grader, you know.
Should we walk it out?
He's walking off on his own power, which is always a good sign. All right, let's see if the Tiger defense can stiffen up again and get another 3 and out. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Ball's on the own 23-yard line. Late substitution. Looks like 33 runs onto the field.
3rd down again. Do you want to go double or nothing on this?
Devin Francois. Oh, yeah, I'm going to back the Wildcats over the Tigers. Oh, they fake it.
Oh, you should have taken it. Positive yards. That was the biggest run of the night, Coach.
Trickeration that time by Daniel Hinton. able to rumble and stumble for the first down, and the biggest gainer of the night for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
They complete misdirection. I think they had that play saved up, and they were going to picked a good time.
I think they reached deep into the playbook on that one, Coach.
Wow, 1st and 10, balls right at the 45-yard line for the Wildcats. Matthew Nathan, the quarterback, leads his troops up to the line.
Coach Lamar is just setting the play. I think we're anticipating run here. Got a lot of guys up.
Once again, good push by the Tigers this time. They're back in the backfield again. And finally able to make the tackle. There's a flag on the play. There's a late flag on that play.
Maybe face mask? Unintentional?
It looks like a personal foul is going to be called against the Tigers.
Ooh.
It appears to be personal foul. Could be a face mask or something. Let's check it out.
I think it was unintentional face mask.
Personal foul. It was a face mask called against the Tigers.
Oh, okay.
And Dunwoody goes into Tiger territory.
Oh,
somebody owes me some 5 guys.
No, that was for the last third down and long. In short.
5 guys. Burgers or something.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
As the 45-yard line of the Tigers.
So they are in our territory. So this is definitely a different look we're seeing tonight. For the first time.
For the first time. But with the running clock is...
They better hurry up with this play.
Well, let's see if they can preserve the shutout, at least the varsity players, because normally the JV players come in the third quarter. And another handoff. Stacked up again for a little to no gain.
I think he got a 1 yard on that one, or 2 yards maybe.
It looks more like almost 3 yards that time. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I guess they...
It'll be 3rd and 7.
Maybe stretched the ball out on that one.
3rd and 7. We're rapidly coming to the close of the third quarter.
Looks like this might be the last play of the...
As you would say, Philadelphia 50-0.
Yes, my home city.
The city of brotherly love, where they boo Santa Claus.
Yes, we do.
That's very lovely.
We also throw snowballs during the Eagles games.
And there it is, the end of the third quarter. The Tucker Tigers on top, 50-0 over the Dunwoody Wildcats.
Now
you're listening to the...
I do see a few players sticking up the 4 fingers for the fourth quarter down there on the... Well, then I just saw them put it down. But I'm a season ticket holder of UGA football, so usually in the fourth quarter we put up our 4 fingers to represent the fourth quarter.
As long as it's the 4 fingers you're putting up.
Always, just 4 fingers.
You're listening to Dave DeCosta along with Robert Knox, and we're on the Play On Sports Network. Part of the GHSA.TV network. It's a wonderful evening here in Dekalb Stadium, the beautiful DeKalb County. We're here on the campus of Chamblee High School. It's under construction, as you said.
Yes, it is. Also, Lakeside just had some construction, and obviously Tucker High School's had some construction.
A lot of the fans still hanging around, even though this is 50-0 score.
2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats on Tucker's 43-yard.
Well, I wanted to say network, and I'm sorry if I try to cut you off, because Play On Sports is joined with Florida, Alabama, South Carolina, and Tennessee. So Play On Sports had just the Georgia territory, but now we're creating, it's no longer Play On Sports, it's actually going to be start to call Play On Network. And they're going to be rolling out their new website in a matter of the next 2 or 3 weeks. And that's why I was emphasizing the word network. And I apologize, Coach, for doing that.
Yes, you are sorry. Just kidding, Coach. Hey, you know, when it's 50-0, you got to fill the air time with something. We're playing running clock this second.
Yes, we are.
That's Georgia High School rule.
I do see Mr. Chris Chilton walking down the steps. I guess he's making his exit.
That's a GHSA rule at this running clock during the fourth quarter when it's a substantial lead, and this is substantial.
3rd and 7 for the Wildcats.
All right, 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. In motion is 6.
Oh, the old trickeration. The same play.
To the 25. He brought down just over the 20, down to the 17-yard line. And well executed play that time by the Dunwoody Wildcats.
The double. They did the same play and got some positive yards on that same play, Coach. Now here they go with that same play again. And now they're inside our 20.
They're at the 17-yard line. Let's see. Well, more like wow. Let's see if they can put some points on the board. And let's see. That is the starting varsity defense still out there.
And they're in our red zone. So let's see what happens here.
Let's see in which direction.
Let's see if the Tucker Tigers are going to stand up.
Well, as I see, there's a lot of replacements out there. It's not in motion again. Once again, another misdirection. And unable to keep the edge that time was the outside defensive end. And he's going to get a little talking to tomorrow. Number 54 for the Tigers was Ian Rigby. Rigby's job, and that was to keep that edge.
Also looks like Elijah Sullivan, number 40, also helped out in that tackle.
But 54's responsibility as the defensive end is to keep containment. He allowed the back to get outside of him, and he has to be more disciplined.
I'm sure when they look at the film this week, they'll look at that and definitely coach him up to not make that mistake in the future.
It's definitely the replacement players are in, as far as our JV, the junior varsity players. So you see a lot more of these plays will have to be more effective. Another inside hand up, a good tackle that time. A host of Tucker Tigers able to converge on the ball. Brings up a third down and 3 yards to go. They credited him with a 1 yard gain, so it's third down, 2 yards to go. Ball is right on the 10-yard line. Third down, looked like a long 1.5 to go for the first down. If they're able to convert here, to go a long way in lifting the spirits of the Wildcats.
2 yards for the first down.
Do you think they go back to that same play they gashed the Tigers on?
Hey, I would. It's worked twice.
Oh, no, it's a straight ahead run. This time he's tackled and he's dropped.
Down just short.
He did not make the first down line. He'll bring up a fourth down, but I'm sure they'll go for it.
I think they're actually going to go. Yes, they are going to go for it. I was thinking maybe just get some points on the board and do the safe bet to avoid the shutout. But looks like they're going to go for it on fourth down. What do you feel about that, Coach?
Well, it's a good. They have to, because it's about putting some points on the board, lift some morale of your team. Tucker is the number 2 ranked team in the state in 5A and number 4 overall in all classifications. And if you can score on them, even though these are mostly substitute players for the Tigers on defense right now,
I would say a field goal is scoring.
Well, after those punts and kickoffs,
maybe they don't have a lot of faith in their.
Oh, it's inside. It's a flag. It's got a little motion that time. It's going to be close. They were able to go get positive yards, but
let's check this out. I'm not quite sure who was on.
It may be some motion. Normally, when that flag is thrown like there, it was illegal. It's normally a false start or some sort of illegal motion on the offense from the direction that flag came.
Well, it looks like the Dunwoody players are walking back a little bit more than their usual huddle.
Illegal motion against Dunwoody, and now from a 4th and 1.5, it turns into a 4th and 6.5. You still want to kick your field goal now?
Yeah, I do.
First and 10. Your Tigers.
Oh, so here we go. We have the ball now.
Oh, Tigers have declined the penalty.
Yes, they did.
It was 4th down, so
why not take possession?
With that running clock, it's only 7 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the ball game.
But I think they're going to bring out some players we haven't seen tonight.
Yes, it is. It is the replacements. Corey Bird leads them out onto the field as quarterback.
Raquan Rush is in.
Corey Bird is the sophomore quarterback. He's 5'9", 150. The ball is handed off. Oh, breaking the tackle that time. Let's try to find a number of that player. We have him as actually number 26 is Daquan Jenkins. I believe he's a freshman. I see the Quentin. You know, when you have so many players, you have 26 that's on the varsity, 26 on the JV, and 26 on the freshman team. So it's either Quentin Woodard or 26 Dejon Jenkins. At this point of the ball game, it's tough to find out. 6 minutes and what's that? 43 seconds, 48 seconds to go.
48, coach.
48 to go. In the ball game, Tigers on top, 50-0. It's Quentin Woodard. We've just checked it. It's Quentin Woodard. He's still down for the Tigers after that run. He gained about 5 yards that time. It was a tough 5 yards. He was able to break a tackle close to the line of scrimmage and managed to gain 5 yards.
He did get bounced around a little bit in there, and he actually, before hitting the turf, or hitting the grass, 3 players were making contact simultaneously, so you never know what's going to happen.
All right, he's sitting up now, which is always a good sign.
I think he just had the wind knocked out of him. It's hard when you're sitting on the sideline for most of the game and just to go in. Sometimes you might be a little cold.
I see Dr. Mason out there with him. He runs off. You may be right, Coach, because that's normally what happens when you get wind knocked out of you. After a while, you feel like you're going to die, but then once you get your breath back,
yeah,
you're able to pop up and actually he runs off the field.
I'm sure you know what that feeling feels like.
Well, you know, I don't. I've delivered blows. I've rarely been on the receiving end. Once again, inside handoff. Oh, positive yardage this time.
All right, so I think he picked up the first down.
He picks up the first down. That's big 44. What's that number? Is 44? Raquan Rush, 10th grader. Listed.
I think they're getting ready to send out 15 on the field, and so
that's the quarterback, Takori Bird.
Checks in.
Takori Bird is the sophomore. And, you know, Juwan Williams is a senior, so it's going to be next year's. It's going to be a battle.
It's going to be his
competition for who's going to do it. Oh, good. This time, the defender is able to stack up the Tigers and knock them back for a loss.
Looks like Dunwoody was able to stop them in the backfield.
They knocked him back for a loss. It looked like a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards. It brings us up a second down and 12 yards to go. 5 minutes, 40 seconds and counting. Tigers on top, 50-0 here at North Dekalb Stadium.
Our band's been pretty quiet tonight. I was expecting a little more from them. I think they're saving that up for the homecoming weekend.
Bird on the center, another handoff.
Up the center.
Wow, he's stacked up that time by a host of Wildcats. That brings up a third down and long.
Alex McCarthy for the tackle.
Third down and long for the Tigers. Sounds like my co-host is a little hungry. I think that's his stomach you hear whining there.
Yeah, it's actually the PA system
of Five Guys or something.
No, that's the PA system of North Dekalb Stadium.
Anticipating the Five Guys.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna cut off Five Guys for a little bit. Take a break.
Oh, it's a handoff. It's a stretch play by the Tigers. Can he get right? Look at him go. He's at the 40, the 50. One man to beat now is the 40, 30, 25, 20, 10-yard line, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, Xavier Sugars with the scamper.
He had some jets as well. He took off.
Xavier Sugars with a nice. He had one guy to beat who had the angle on him.
Yeah.
He was able to beat that guy, and all of a sudden he increases the Tigers' lead.
I think he knew once that man was beat, he was home free.
Tigers a little in disarray because a lot of the varsity guys were not ready for their punt for the extra point at the touchdown.
We're starting to see some people make their way to the exit after that last touchdown there.
So they look like they're going for the 2-point conversion since I'm not sure.
Oh, no.
Oh, they took a knee. Oh, good sportsmanship that time. Well done,
Very
Coach.
Nice.
Coach Lamar, not trying to run the score. Remember, it was a halftime score of 43-0.
That's true. We're playing most of our JV players at this point. And we have running clock, so.
All right, let's see. It was a little confusion on that because a lot of the starters who are on the extra point, the point after touchdown team for the Tigers, had taken off their helmets and actually they thought their night was over.
Yeah.
They didn't think the little second stringers would score. It's been a night of long runs that time. Sugars, wow, he went at least 60 yards that time.
It's always good when you see a sophomore step up and make a big run like that. You can always say, hey, there's our future.
Yeah, remember, it was a 3rd and 12-yard play, and he ran, about 60-something yards for the touchdown. That adds to the first half totals for Yusuf Minor, whose 2 carries total. Well, I mean, he had 2 really big rips in that first quarter there.
Well, he runs a 4.3, I believe.
Well, that was my time. He's more like a 4.2.
Yeah, okay. We're trying to see. I think it's all bobbled it.
Wow, look, confusion in Dunwoody. Return team. And he's brought down at the 10-yard line. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. The Tucker Tigers lead 56-0 over the Dunwoody Wildcat. Play on Sports Network. I'm Dave DeKalb along with Robert Knox. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight.
For another game in Tiger Town.
Game day in Tiger Town.
Mr. Petrell. No one does it better.
Wow, it's big homecoming game against the arch rival Lakeside Vikings. Boy, somebody's hungry.
I'm not hungry. I was well fed at lunchtime with my 5 guys.
Yes, it is. The reserves are in for the defensive unit for the Tucker Tigers. Let's see if they can preserve the shutout. It's a running play, but what play? And big tackle, 56. Oh, tell you, it was Chris Brown, 53. Chris Brown.
He's actually I have him in my class. He's an excellent student. He currently has an A in my class in engineering foundations. He's a hard worker.
Wow, good tackle that time. It was Chris Brown. 56 was also at the quarterback. That's Venturi Scales.
Oh, I also have Scales in my 6th period foundations of engineering class. So there you go.
Some last-minute substitution for the defensive unit. They seem like a lot of people getting some time here. You have a lot of reserves in on the.
Well, sometimes, Coach, when you put that jersey on, you don't want to take it off clean. You want to get some mud on it, right?
2nd and 12 for the Wildcats.
All right, let's see if the Wildcats do here. So
now
they air it out. Look at they have triple option in the backfield, and the quarterback keeper, he's tackled and knocked back for a loss. He loses about 2 yards on the play. That will bring up a 3rd down, and
it looks like probably 13.
13 yards to go, but it's only a minute and 38 seconds and counting left in the ball game. Tigers on top, 56-0. As we look ahead in the schedule, Coach, we have Lakeside followed by Stevenson. Stevenson also a top 10 ranked team.
Yes, I understand that, and always a big battle anytime those 2 top schools collide.
Stevenson Jaguars, Tucker Tigers, the battle of the big cats.
You're right. Who's the bigger cat? Well, we found out who the bigger cat was tonight.
Wise. Dunwoody's taking their time. It seems like they're content to let this clock run down. The third
I think we're going to see one last play from the Wildcats.
Well, let's see what they're going to do. I wonder if they're going to air it out. You think they're going to air it out? It's going to be another run.
I would.
It is a running play.
Oh.
It goes for positive yards. It gives about 5 or 6 yards. Brings up 4th down now, but I don't think it will be another play we'll run in this game.
I think Dunwoody's going to take their time. I just saw the quarterback looking at the sideline, and the sideline is probably saying, let's just run this one out, come up to the line, take a knee, and just call it a night.
And that will be the final play of the ball game.
I think so, sir.
As the clock starts to count down, the Tigers go to 4-0 on the season. The Wildcats drop to 0-4, and it's homecoming next week. The Lakeside Vikings coming to town. Lakeside has a victory. Lakeside defeated this Dunwoody team.
Oh, really?
In week 1.
Here we go with the long walk, shaking hands. Everything looks cordial, and followed by the Tucker cheerleaders are following up the football players as they go out to shake it up.
Once again, final score, Tucker 56, Dunwoody Wildcats 0. I'm Dave DaCosta along with Robert Knox. We're on the Play On Sports Network, part of the Georgia High School Association Network, Sports Network, and we want you to make sure you tune in next week as we bring you the Tucker Tigers versus Lakeside Vikings.
Live on YouTube channel, which is Play On Channel. We also will be streaming it live through ghsa.tv/Tucker. And if you're interested in any type of marketing or banner ads on our site or our portal site, we would oblige you. Just visit our portal site at ghsa.tv/Tucker and call that number on the screen, and I would love to send you some information about banner space or commercial ads during the halftime, as well as promo ads. We can also put some graphics up at the halftime during our games.
So let's see you next week, September 78, Lakeside at Adams Stadium. The Tucker Tigers will battle Lakeside Vikings at Adams Stadium. Game time 7:30.
Well, that's all from me, and I think it's been a great game, and we're getting ready to shut it down. Let's do one last shot of that
crescent moon. Look at that. Was it a half moon or crescent moon?
Yeah, that's a waning gibbous. I took a little astronomy back in college. Waning gibbous. Yes, it's called a crescent moon, but
okay.
It's beautiful, though. Beautiful.
Well, guess what? That's it for us right here. Signing off.
I'm signing off, and it's been a pleasure broadcasting tonight. It was my first time, and I appreciate any type of feedback. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, and good night.